Hey everybody, welcome back. Another fun little upgrade to my Microtech MSI. And what better than a set of OG original goat aluminum scales in a beautiful gun stock pattern. Now I did look on the website. They do have these in titanium coming soon. Oh my gosh. So we're going to try out the aluminum ones. Let's take a peek. Of course, we got the OG sticker in the house, the original goat. We'll leave that up here in the corner for a little inspiration. But some internal milling. You got original goat. You got the A1, the USA. Made in the USA, out of Florida. A little foam for some packing. You can see where the liners go. Now, this does eliminate the left-handed carry, filler tab, and screws. It's a right-handed only. You can get it drilled for different carries, of course. This is where the pocket clip's going to go and ride, so you're not going to get that gun stock pattern tearing up your pocket. It does have a little micro milling that's kind of horizontal with the actual scale, so that's kind of cool. Some cutouts, a little bit of micro milling in here. So you have a little tiny bit of texture. I do like the look of this gun stock pattern. Overall, we're going to see if we can do it the special way by doing one side at a time and put these on without taking apart the whole knife, but we'll see what happens when we get into it, right? So we're gonna go ahead. We got our awesome Journey Toolco tourist driver. Now these screws are T8, same with the pocket clip, and you have a T20 required for your pivot. So got the T8 loaded up. Let's go ahead and get the pocket clip off. That's going to be the first thing. And then we will go ahead and get this party started. And I'm hoping we can do one side at a time. Now, if you want to look, these are kind of an interesting pattern on the bottom. So you could take one off, possibly rotate it. It looks like this tab in here fell through. So that tab that holds it in there fell through a little bit. So we'll have to pull that out when we, interesting. First time taking this one apart, so bear with me as we go through this. But in hopes we can get all of these out, put one side on, and then switch it over. We will see how that goes. We will definitely see how that goes. So, of course, safety first. Remember, if you're not super comfortable, go ahead and put some like blue painter's tape or something on that blade, especially with this MSI. I'm gonna move these scales a little bit because you never know. And of course, hashtag DSKFS, do something kind for someone, is the hashtag to go by. I love it. Take all these out. Obviously, FRN gravity scales come stock on this one. For a USA built knife, materials, manufacturing under $200 by Microtech, pretty awesome to see. So hopefully we don't release any of this lock tension with this, but we might. Hopefully that other side holds it in. We will definitely find out. So wish me luck, because we're gonna have to grab that little clip tab too. I think we're gonna need it on the other one, but we shall see. So we just have the pivot left on this side. We'll switch out to that ginormous T20 holding this all together. And hopefully we can get the one side off. Oh, this is tight. We're going to have to call in a little assistance from the stubby Weehaw. Get a little bit more grip on it. A little more torque to break that loose. Ooh, Nelly. It is not wanting to break loose. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious, are you hearing that? It's skipping, but I wonder if you have to do one side at a time. I wonder if you can only take the one side off. So maybe we'll do, okay, let's do that. Let's put it back together. Little learning lessons together. Let's put a few of these back in. I need that other bit. I love the learning lessons together. A little thumbs up in the chat if you like learning lessons like this together. Little MSI teardown, scale swap video all in one. So let's do the other side first. because it looks like that's the side that the pivot comes out in first. So we're going to need to do that. So, like we've said before in other videos, sometimes you just let it go. You know, you learn these little lessons and you just deal with it. Move forward. Of course, you can skip forward as well, but you know, half the fun is working through the problem together, because somebody may look at it the same way and go, ooh, it's not moving. I'm guessing, and I'm hoping I didn't mess up the pivot at all by torquing down on it a little bit. But let's get these taken out over here. And of course, we don't have to take out this filler tab for the pocket clip because, well, we're not going to need it anyways. The new scales aren't drilled for them. So let's take out these real quick. It'd be fun to have like a little air Torx driver and be like, take them out real quick. But of course, putting them in or taking them out, you don't want to strip them. So got to have that, you know, I guess, pressure that you can feel at your fingertips. Something cool like that. Okay, so we hope that's going to stay in with the one. Let's get our stubby out here. Let's get this pivot out, or this half the pivot, and see if we can swap one side of the scale. And then we may have to obviously leave the pivot out. Ooh, they had red Loctite on there. You see that? A little red Loctite. So we'll address the pivot here in a minute. Okay, so scale comes off nicely. A lot of extra lubrication in there. I like the filler tab down here. Okay, so I see how that's connected inside. We may have to do that with the other one. Connect up that filler tab. Hopefully that works through these. Looks like there's a little milled in spot for it, so that'll be fun to look for. You can see a little bit of the extra lube. We'll go ahead and just leave that on there for now. Oof, look at that already. My goodness. Oof, okay. Stop staring. Keep working. We already made this a little longer because somebody didn't know how to make the pivot right. Okay, so we're just going to get these. We're not going to torque them way down. We're going to make them, you know, snug. Torque to specifications, of course. I don't know. Is that just a Mirage? I think it's a Mirage. Okay. Little bit of a Mirage. These screws stick out a little bit further than on the stock scales. They're probably a little, because the contouring comes down here a little bit. So just watch that so it doesn't look too bad. These look about the same. They sit flush down in there. So that's good. Let's get these back in real quick. I already like the feel of it. I like that. So I'm kind of happy they thought about the pocket clip area. Bonus points to OG for that. I like that. And then let's go ahead and see what we need to do to get that pivot out the other side. It might just pop through. I would imagine similar to a Benchmade, it's just going to pop through. So I don't know if there's a shape on it on the other side. There is that red Loctite, nice and secure on the top portion of that. There's our filler tab for the pocket clip. So that came out nicely. Let's take a peek at it though right there. What do you think? That is going to look terrific. I like that. Okay, so should we just pull back a little tension like on a Benchmade and see if we can pop it through? Or should we try to twist it? Yeah, it's not going to twist, I don't think. And I hope I didn't jam it up too much. Yeah, I think we're in it to win it. And I don't think, luckily for me, there's no D shape to this at all. It's perfectly round. Might be a little tweaked by me, but we'll get that going in there. Now, question is, can we release it? It's going to act probably the same. Okay. Oof. Should we take a look at the blade since it's coming out? There's your bearings all dialed in. Let's just leave that out for safety's sake while we work on this other side. And we'll do this one really quick. And hopefully we'll just put it right back together. But we want to definitely look and see how this this pocket clip's going to go in there and how it's going to secure. Because I think maybe with the way that pocket clip is shaped, we have to get one in to hold the filler tab in and then loop it around through and secure the second, if that makes sense. So maybe we'll put that top one or the bottom one. I don't know which one's going to be easier, but maybe the top one. We will see. But I like this. It's always fun to take stuff apart. I appreciate you joining in, watching this one. You know, if it's your first time taking stuff apart, I did see some red Loctite even on these screws, so be careful on that. Just be gentle. There's your internals. You want to look at the lock mechanism, all that good stuff. Pretty fun, pretty fun. Put the old scales up here for viewing pleasure. Now, filler tab for this. Looks like it's equally shaped, so I'll probably have to put it in like that. And then maybe put one of these screws in, or maybe we'll just put it on right now. That's probably how you do it, huh? So let's just go ahead and get one locked in there a little bit. Maybe we'll just do both. Lock them both in. This is half the fun. Trying to do it behind the camera, even more fun. It's like bonus points. So let's see here. Obviously, you're gonna have to only be able to do one. So we'll do one. We'll spin that in, see how it locks in there. Then it'll lock into place right here. So we'll just go ahead and tighten this one down a little bit. Hopefully that fits in there. Looks like it fits okay. And then we'll put the other one in and set that. Not going to torque down on it because it looks like it might be... Oh, so that head's not going to fit through there. Interesting. Okay, so let's back this out. Little learning. You guys will probably be like, dude, Microtech rookie. I don't know, something like that. All right, so let's go ahead. I don't see another way to get that one on. So maybe we have to start with the top one. Let's see here. Because maybe the bottom one will fit better. Trial and error, right? All for a pocket clip. All right, so this one will go on. And then we probably just need to put this one through like that. Rally it to the side a little bit. There we go. And this one should mosey over. Nope, it's gonna hit on that. So this is like part of the video where it's like, come on, Zach, do better. Do better, Zach, do better. All right. I got you. I can't imagine why that one won't fit though. You would think they would want that to go through the head on that, but maybe not. Man, I'm just having the struggle bus with this. Okay. I'm gonna have to go watch somebody else's video real quick and be like, how do you put on the Microtech sideways clip? So obviously it's going to go through there. Latch onto that one. Okay. So let's see if we can get this one opposite way. And if it doesn't want to go, then we'll go ahead and watch somebody else's video. Or you just tip it up in there like that. Maybe that's why. There you go. That's how you do it. Okay. We're learning. Come on, take it from, guy that's doing Benchmade clips, somebody that's putting a little ingenuity into this one. All right, so we'll snug this one up a little bit. You can see it does kind of flush mount down in there. The screws do stick up though, as in the stock ones. But we got that one snugged in. Not too tight because we're going to come back through and Loctite this stuff. But let's go ahead, put this back on. Oof, look at that build. I like the contrast with the pocket clip and the hardware. It's looking good. Looking really good. Give a thumbs up down in the chat. Leave a comment if you're still here at 15 minutes. Well, we made it through the pocket clip debacle. Just kidding. We had fun with it, right? Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. All right, so let's leave this one just snug, because this one's pretty tight already. So I don't know if they're sharing space in there or what, but for some reason. Okay, we'll come back on those. Let's put the rest of them in. This is gonna be a fun build back. You guys are like, rookie, rookie, rookie. That's all right. I had fun with it. I like the scales. We finally got them. Great communication from OG over there. If you guys have dealt with them in the past, they have some great products. Have them on my Hogue Deca as well. And one day they might have some Benchmade ones, but I think they're doing good right now. They just moved to a new facility, so they got that all built out, which is pretty rad. Getting all their new stuff put in, and just makes more room for better stuff, right? So, do you have a little bit of width issue, so we may have to light or loosen these up a little bit. Oh, there we go. They got in there. They got in there. So we're gonna pull back on this, give it a little more room to set in, and I think, let's see, what did we have on? Which side was which? Was this side the heavy duty side? I'm not sure. We'll see if it'll go in there. We need a pocket or a pivot alignment tool for a T20. Maybe it's like a Sharpie. I don't know. We'll see how well it gets in there. There we go. Got it mostly snugged up and through the other set of liners. Not too bad at all right there. We'll put this one back on with our stubby Weehaw. Always good to have in the toolkit. All right, look at that. Getting it all dialed back in. I don't know how snug we can go on this. Probably all the way. Oof, hold on. Are we hitting? Nope. All right, so let's get these snug back up. On this side, the only thing I'm curious about is this screw sets way farther in than this screw. So I don't know if that's a me thing or if that's because the scales are skinnier right here and we need to even it out a little bit. So let me see if I back this one out, if this one will go in further. Nope, it's not going to. So the only other thing I can think of is, let me compare screw sizes. Make sure we got the right screws in the right hole. Let's make sure they're all the same size. If not, then this is a pocket clip screw. Oh, those look like the same size. Let's look at this one. They all look to be same size and length. So let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are, why this one's going in deeper than this one. Unless the hole's just milled out different. But let me try. Okay, let me try a different screw. I just want to make sure all the screws go in the same. Make sure this isn't a pocket clip screw. No, those are the same size. Maybe that one just got a little too much Loctite on it. Needs to be cleaned up. We will see. Okay, so that one goes in further no matter where you put it. So, I am not sure what happened now. I'm just going to take them apart and see if any of these fit in further. Yeah, that one goes in further too on this side. Well, let's see if it'll go in further over here. Looks like it does. So maybe just to size the screw somewhere that's just a smidge different, or maybe that one just had a little too much Loctite. But as you can see, pretty close to being in there. There we go. Equal. So maybe we just got a big screw. Let's see if the big screw goes in here. Yep. So either way, we got that fixed, figured out. We'll be able to rock this one, carry it, have fun with it. Let's make sure all these are tight, just for good measure. Make sure they're all tight again. And then we'll make sure our pivot's all the way down. And same with our pocket clip screws. And I will take out the pocket clip screws, put a little Loctite on them as well as these other ones. T8 hardware is pretty good. Don't have too many problems with it backing out or not. But man, now these are the gun stock pattern. They do have some wing pattern scales as well. But just an incredible look and upgrade from the stock scales on these. Now, I mean, they looked incredible with the stock Grivery, but you can see a little bit of difference, right? Comes out a little further, which is kind of cool through here. So you can see a little bit of a difference to them. Little bit of different shape overall right through there, but I love it. And these are the Gen 2 version 2. So this actual lock bar piece is no taller than 1/4 of an inch. And there was a difference on the older ones. I guess the older ones were bigger. My only concern is I just want to make sure it's not hitting that back spacer, which I don't think it is. But we'll take a quick peek with our flashlight just to double check everything. Plenty of room, no problems at all. Not sure if you can see that, but plenty of room. I love it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you gals think. Is this how you want to see it? And I think the only difference is we need to weigh it up post. Let's see. Let's get the scale. I was going to do an on-screen live weigh ahead of time, but I will put that down in the description what the stock weight is. I want to say it's like 4 ounces or something like that. This makes it 5.8. 5.8 ounces with these. I think I want to say it's like 4.5 or 4.75 pre-weight, but I'll put that down below. This is a long video. We worked through it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you also saw something cool, which is working through a couple of the problems, taking this apart, figuring out that pocket clip, and figuring out that pivot as well. So rate me down in the comments, 1 through 10. What do you think I did, or how I did, 1 through 10. And anyways, this is an awesome build. It was awesome to purchase these ahead of time. And of course, they do have some titanium ones coming out and a couple different patterns for your MSI. So let me know down in the comments again what my score was and what you think of these. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, but most importantly, hashtag DSKFS, do something kind for someone. And the most important thing, have an awesome rest of your day. Take care.